4 enterprise threats are active or practical to weaponize. Fastjson 1.x is being probed in the wild. PTC Windchill and FlexPLM exploitation was reported. DevMan runs a centralized RaaS portal. A GitLab PoC was published for a chain patched in June. What happened? Alibaba published a Fastjson advisory for CVE-2026-16723 on July 21st. Alibaba assigned a CVSS of 9.0. Threatbook and Imperva observed probes against Fastjson. PTC advisories report Windchill and FlexPLM exploitation and JSP web shells. Windchill RCE is in CISA's KEV. DevMan operates a V3 RaaS portal for affiliates. Depth First published a GitLab PoC July 24th. GitLab patched the chain on June 10th. Why this matters? Fastjson can run code with Java process privileges in vulnerable fat jars. Windchill and FlexPLM hold engineering IP. Attacks have dropped JSP web shells. DevMan shows ransomware operations becoming formalized and scalable. The GitLab PoC lowers the bar for attackers against unpatched images. Who is affected? Fastjson, Spring Boot fat jars with Fastjson 1.2.68 through 1.2.83 and reachable JSON.parse endpoints. PTC, Internet Exposed Windchill and FlexPLM servers. GitLab, self-managed 18.11.3, web service images not updated. DevMan, multiple sectors, historically targeted. Severity assessment. Fastjson, Alibaba assigned CVSS 9.0 for CVE 2026-16723. PTC Windchill, CVSS 9.3 and in CISA's KEV. DevMan, operational severity from formalized RaaS workflows. GitLab, high risk for unpatched images. Vendor patch issued June 10th. This is an editorial assessment, not an official rescoring. Timeline highlights. May 21st. OJ bugs reported to maintainers. June 4th. OJ 3.17.3 released. June 10th. GitLab patch released. January 2026. DevMan v3 released. July 21st through 25th. Fastjson advisory, detections, and reporting. Patch status. Fastjson 1x, no 1x fixed artifact in public repos as of July 25th. Mitigations. Enable -d fastjson.parser.safemode true or use com.alibaba.fastjson.1.2.83 non-autotype. Plan migration to Fastjson 2. GitLab apply the June 10th patch and upgrade web service images. PTC Windchill, follow vendor advisory and CISA guidance. DevMan, harden access and rotate credentials. Exploit status. Fastjson, probes observed by Threatbook and Imperva. No public confirmed execution or named victims published. CISA ADP marked Fastjson exploitation as none on July 23rd. PTC Windchill, active exploitation reported. JSP web shells observed. IOCS shared. GitLab PoC public. Depth First says no known in the wild exploitation. DevMan, ongoing RaaS operations documented. How the attacks work. Fastjson, attacker-controlled @type triggers a nested JAR lookup in a Spring Boot fat jar. An @JSON type annotation can be treated as a trust signal and load attacker code. Newer JDKs may allow remote JAR fetch via /proc/fd. GitLab 2 OJ memory bugs lets crafted notebooks leak a heap pointer and hijack a parser callback to call system as git. PTC Windchill, WSDL info leak chain to login servlet RCE drops JSP shells under /Windchill login. DevMan portal centralizes builds, victims, teams, and payouts. Lockers use ChaCha20 Poly 1305. CTM 360. Phishing pages relay OTP codes in real time to the legitimate portal. What to do now? Fastjson. Inventory direct and transitive usage inside fat jars and runtime images. If you cannot upgrade, enable dfastjson.parser.safemode equals true or use the 1.2.83 non-autotype build. Plan migration to Fastjson 2. Search for suspicious @type values, nested jar URLs, outbound jar fetches, and unexpected child processes. GitLab. Verify web service images contain patched OJ and upgrade to 18.10.8, 18.11.5, or 19.0.2. PTC Windchill. Follow vendor guidance, restrict internet exposure, and watch for JSPs under /windchill/login. Ransomware. Enforce phishing-resistant MFA, restrict interactive VPN logins for service accounts, rotate critical credentials. Phishing. Monitor paid ads, lookalike domains, disposable hosting, and OTP relay patterns. Takeaway. Treat each story on its own merits. Inventory and mitigate Fastjson in fat jars immediately if you are affected. Follow PTC and CISA guidance for Windchill/FlexPLM. Harden access controls against RAAS and real-time phishing. Patch and verify GitLab runtime images. All sources are in the description. See the Hacker News links and the original advisories and research reference there.